Hello, and welcome back to Productive Dragons channel, where we do unboxes, plan with me's, and other things. And if you like that, please consider subscribing. Today, Phase Out Your TBR is coming back. Want to see what I get from my TBR? Come join me. Krys Corner does a readathon is based on Phase Out. This month is Phase 7. You need to get 2 sets of 4. Basically what we're going to do is they already have prompts set up for each card. There are 4 colors: red, blue, yellow, and green. Each one has 2 per color, like 2 red 6s, things like that. And so the difference on this one is that if you get a wild, you can replace one of them. But if you have, let's say you already have 2 red 6s, you can't make a 3rd red 6 with the wild. That's the only caveat to this one. I will leave the link down below to the announcement of the Phase 7 and the information. And what I do is I take the cards and pick out, and whatever I get as the set, that's what it's going to be. So there is a Discord. It's very helpful there. I know, because I'm in that Discord. So all in all, and you do not have to go back from the beginning. Basically, you're trying to phase out either your physical, your Kindle, your NetGalley. I've done physical and NetGalley. So yeah, you can do all that. Some people actually use their library books sometimes. Whatever the case is, they're trying to do it. So this is going to help you phase out your TBR. And I set that's going to be like this. Oh, there we go. So I'm hoping not to get a blue 6. I'm getting tired of seeing a blue 6. I've gotten blue 6 the last 2 times. And that one, I can tell you, is the word of the day in dictionary. I do not want to see that thing again. I'm really not. I'm tired of that one. Alright. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and shuffle these one more time. And we will start pulling out cards. Alright. Okay, so I need to do it that way. Red 7, 4, and 8. Ooh, okay, we got. It looks like we're going for the 4s and 7s. I don't know yet. We'll see. I told you I didn't want to see that thing. Blue 6 popped up. Alright. Red 10. A 5. We don't have a 3 yet. We don't have a 9 yet. We do have a wild. Okay. We have an 8. We have a skip. We have a 12. We have another 9. Okay, let's see where we got another 6. I do not want the 6s. 3s. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe. The 9s and the 3s. Or we could have got an 8. Let's see what we can do. I'm debating whether or not I want to use the wild. We didn't have a 1 yet. Okay, we've got 3s. Okay, so the 3s are done. Alright. So. 5. 3s are out, so I'm going to put that over there. Another wild. I'm going to have fun just playing to see what I come up with. 7. Okay. 10. Let's not use the walls. Ah, there we go. 3s and 5s. I decided not to play the wilds this time, to see what I could get. So we've got the whole range in this one, but duplicates in this one. Okay. Oh. All right. I will tell you what they are and what I picked. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I have found the books and can tell you which each card is. I'm going to start with the 3s and then I'll go through the 5s. And this was really difficult, and I'm actually combining my own things with NetGalley. So, starting it off, a blue 3. This is a new to me author, so this is kind of a both NetGalley and own. I actually own the Chuck Tingle's Bury Your Gaze. I have never read a Chuck Tingle. I've heard of him from the previous, I forget, Camp Damascus, I think, but I've never read their stuff. So this is a book that I own, and I also have a NetGalley thing for it. So here we go. Misha knows that chasing success in Hollywood can be hell, but finally, after years of trying to make it, his big moment is here, an Oscar nomination. And the executives at the studio for his long-running streaming series knows just how to things to kick his career into the next level. Kill off the gay characters for the algorithm in the upcoming final season. He refuses, but soon realizes that he's just put a target on his back. And what's worse, monsters from his horror movie days are stalking him and his friends through the hills above Los Angeles. Haunted by his past, Misha must risk his entire future before the silver screen horrors find a way to bury him for good. Here is your author. So this is what I'm going to use for new to me author, because I know of him, but I've never read anything from him. So this is one. And I have the audiobook via NetGalley. Number 3 is Nature on the Cover. And for that, I am going to read Wolfsong, a Green Creek novel. There's a reason behind this, and I'll get to it when I get to the last book that I have. And yes, this is going to be a very Clune TBR. Oxnard Matheson was 12 when his father taught him the lesson. Ox wasn't worth anything, and people would never understand him. His father left. Ox was 16 when an energetic Bennett family moves in next door, harboring a secret that would change him forever. The Bennetts are shapeshifters. They can transform into wolves at will. Drawing to their magic, loyalty, and enduring friendship, Ox fills a gulf between his extraordinary new world and a quiet life he's known. But he finds an ally in Joe, the youngest Bennett boy. Ox is 23 when a murder comes to town and tore a hole in his heart. Violence flares, tragedy splits the pack, and Joe left town, leaving Ox behind. 3 years later, the boy is back, except now he's a man, charming, handsome, and haunted. And Ox can no longer ignore the song that howls between them. So this is the nature on the cover, kind of obvious. So that is this one. Next, we have a single POV, which is the green. For that one, I went looking at Goodreads and going, please give me a list of single POVs books. And they did, and this one happened to be it. And it's Heart Song. This one I do have a NetGalley on, and this is the 3rd book in the series. Different people, so I can tell you. All Robbie Fontaine ever wanted was a place to belong. After the death of his mother, he bounced around from pack to pack, forming temporary bonds to keep them from turning feral. It's enough. Until he receives a summons from the wolf stronghold in Caswell, Maine. Life as the trusted second of Michelle Hughes, the alpha of all, and the cherished friend of a gentle old witch, teaches Robbie what it means to be a pack, to have a home. But when a mission from Michelle sends Robbie into the field, he finds himself questioning where he belonged and everything he's been told. So I'm not going any further with that, but that is the one that I have for NetGalley that I need to review. And the last 3, which was Image on the Spine. Luckily, I got this from the library, but I'm also has it on my NetGalley. And it's The Sky on Fire by Jen Lyons. Here is the dragon and the mountains. The whole thing comes across. So I'm counting it for this one. And this says, I'm going to butcher this poor name. Anarod lives a lonely only for survival, forging her own way through the harsh jungles of the deep, with her Tian Drake by her side. Even when an adventurous party saves her from capture by the local warlocks, she's eager to return to her solitary life. But this is no ordinary rescue. It's Anahazrad's past catching up with her. The cunning misfits and their frustrating dragon rider ringleader intend to spirit her away to the dragon-ruled Sky City, where she is the key to their plan to steal from the world's most secured, guarded hoard. There's only one problem. The hoard in question belongs to the current regent, Nevernimus, and she wants Anahazrad dead. Oh boy. So here's that as author. Yeah, so I have this ebook as well as an audiobook, so this should be interesting to get. All right, next we're going to the fives. So I got 2 green fives. So these are the LGBTQAIA plus reps. All right, it's going to be very easy to figure out what I'm using for each. Which is, one is the TJ Klune, Somewhere Beyond the Sea, which I do have that on my NetGalley. Sorry. And this is the second book in the series. The first book was The House in the Solarian Sea. I don't think I'm giving anything away. I won't read this one because this is the second book. And if you haven't read the first, which most people should have, but yeah, this one is basing on Arthur. So this will be interesting. I came close to using it as the item on the spine, but I was like, yeah, let's not. So that one is one. And the other one is the second book in the series of this one, which is Celestial Monsters by Aidan Thomas. This is the second book from the Sunbearer. This is the duology. I am not going to read the thing for that, but I do have the audiobook for this, so I can't wait to listen to it. I enjoyed the first book, so I will not read the second part. Aidan Thomas has been really good. I've enjoyed his work, so that will be the 2 for the green fives. Then I also got 2 yellow fives, which were one-word titles. And anybody who's following this series knows I missed 2, and this is where 2's kicking in, which is Raven Song. This is Gordo Livingstone's story. Gordon Livingstone never forgot the lesson carved into his skin. Hardened by betrayal of the pack that left him behind, he sought solace in the garage in his tiny mountain town, vowing never again to involve himself in affairs of wolves. It should have been enough. It was, until the wolves came back, with them, Mark Bennett. And when his town is caught in the jaws of the beast, Gordo is summoned back into the life that left him. Now, years later, Gordo has once again found himself the witch of the Bennett pack. Green Creek has settled after the death of someone, Richard Collins, and Gordo constantly struggled to ignore Mark and the song that howls between them. But time is running out. Something is coming, and this time, it's coming within. So, this is a different character. And last, but not least, is this one, which is Cuckoo. This is this author, I've seen one of her things. I think Manhunt was the last one she did. I did not read that one, but I did get this one. I believe I got the audiobook for it from NetGalley. So this one is, in the late 90s, 5 queer kids whose parents wanted them fixed found themselves thrown together at a secretive tough love camp deep in the scorching Utah desert. Tormented and worked to the point of collapsation by hardline religious zealots intent on straightening them out, they slowly become aware that something in the mountains north of the camp is speaking to them in their dreams, and the children who return home to their families have changed. So this will be the other one word title that I'm using. So, as you see, I have a good amount of books. And most of them will be on NetGalley. The only two that are not NetGalley is the Wolf Song and the Raven Song. Those I need for Heart Song. That is on my NetGalley, but the rest of them are NetGalley. So I did a combination of both. What did you think of my selection? Let me know in the comments below. Are you going to join this? It is fun, and like I said, you do not have to do the first 6 phases before this one. You can start now. It's not a requirement, okay? So, with all said and done, like the video, and until next time, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day.